Good morning, everyone. You may have seen this scene at the famous movie Black Panther. Do you know how the costume of Queen Ramonda was made? In the movie, 3D printing actually helped to push the limits of design to create her look by mixing traditional African culture together with the new age technology. Today, I'm here to brief you about the new technology of 3D printing. You might not know it, but Iron Man's suit is 3D printed, and the stormtroopers in the Star Wars movies also have some 3D printed parts. These days, you would have heard about 3D printed objects, and you may be wondering, what is 3D printing? 3D printing, also known as additive manufacturing, is a method of creating three-dimensional object layer by layer using a computer-created design. There is a very interesting history of 3D printing. People often see it as that Chuck Hull was the first person to invent 3D printing technology, but 3D printing is originally a French invention. It was made by Jean-Claude André, Hélène Lemerhaut, and Oliver David. But everything didn't go as suspected, and their design was later abandoned for an apparent lack of commercial prospects. So the honors and the commercial success goes to Chuck Hull. This was followed by developments such as selective laser sintering and selective laser melting, among the others. Other expensive 3D printing systems were developed in 1990s to 2000s. All of the cost of these dropped dramatically when the patents expired in 2009, opening up the technology for more users. Now I would like to tell you about the types of 3D printing. There are three broad types of 3D printing technology: sintering, melting, and stereolithography. Sintering is a technology where the material is heated but not to the point of melting to create high-resolution items. Melting method of 3D printing includes power bed fission, electron beam melting, and direct energy deposition. Stereolithography utilizes photopolymerization to create parts. This technology uses the correct light source to interact with the material in a selective manner to cure and solidify a cross-section of the objects in a thin layer. 3D printing has made a positive impact on our lives. There are many advantages and uses of 3D printing. Construction. Yes, it is possible to print a building. 3D printed houses are already commercially available in a lot of countries. Some companies print parts prehab and others do it on site. India's first 3D printed house was built up by IIT Madras startup Twasta. The house, which has a built-up area of 600 square feet, has a bedroom, a hall, and a kitchen. The entire house was designed using software and printed using concrete 3D printing technology. Healthcare. It's not uncommon these days to see headlines about 3D printed implants. Often those cases are experimental, which can make it seem like 3D printing is still a fringe technology in the medical and healthcare sectors, but that's not the case anymore. Over the last decade, more than 1 lakh joint replacements have been printed by GE Additive. You can lower your costs by using 3D printing. People often see 3D printing as an expensive manufacturing technique, but it could actually help you to lower your cost by accelerating your product development. As you know, in business, time is money. Using additive manufacturing is a great way to reduce costs and save time. It can help you with prototyping as it is faster and cheaper than many traditional processes. You only need to create a 3D model of your idea and print it. You must be amazed to know that 3D printing is not only used for making houses or body parts. Don't worry, it has entered the world of fashion. Clothes, shoes, jewelry, glasses, bags, watches, all of these items can be 3D printed. Indeed, 3D printed fashion is now a real thing. Additive manufacturing is widely used by sneaker brands, Nike, Adidas, New Balance, or Reebok to name a few. Major brands have tried it out with varying degrees of success. 3D printed glasses are also becoming a big thing in the eyewear industry. This technology has been used more and more to create 3D printed glasses since it opens a broad range of possibilities to create 3D printed glasses frames totally custom made. Everything is 3D printable, even 3D printers. You could 3D print it by yourself. Some self-replicating 3D printers are already available in the market, but these types of printers can't do the whole job themselves. There's still some assembly that can't be done automatically. And there are still a few parts of 3D printer that can't be printed, such as the electronic components. So you can 3D print a 3D printer, but not totally for now. 3D printing technology has the potential to open doors in product development, manufacturing, and distribution in various fields. It could help fulfill the promise of personalized living in a concept that is growing in popularity within the world. Now, I would like to conclude with a quote rightly said by Peter Diamandis. 3D printing has digitized the entire manufacturing process. Thank you.